Guys, welcome to another episode of Neural to Body Connection. So today I'll be talking about crafts because it's amazing for your mind, and so is archery. Archery is good for apparently Alzheimer's, a friend told me, and a lot of other different things as well, muscle control as well as focus concentration. So what I did for this episode is I focused on bow crafting, and I'll show you what I did. And it's a very interesting process. It's a bit of a learning curve to do. You need some skills with your hands and woodworking and all that type of stuff, and it's such an amazing experience to go through because you have to study the bow and study the physics around it and understand momentum and strength and rigidity of objects and what type of wood to chop down and what type of tools to use. Kind of takes you back to the tool age before we had any serious metal. So it was a very interesting experience, totally recommended. So I'll be showing you what I did end up crafting. And this is a maplewood bow made from 100% maplewood, chopped down in the forest myself about a month ago. And so these limbs right here are slightly thinner so it can bend, and then the middle part is not much carved so it stays rigid. The saddles are set in place there, and the string was ordered on Amazon. I didn't make it. Some people actually do make them out of grass or leather. I skipped that part. Most of it was done with a machete. I got from Canadian Tire. This, which was definitely made in a different country, and it's a wood what's it called, wood file, and then we have some block sandpaper to make it smooth it right out. Also got some old stuff from garage sale. You're supposed to put this in a vise, and then you should be able to kind of scrape it. I didn't have a vise, so I mostly used the machete, and that's what you would do if you were in the jungle anyways. So the cool thing about how to create this bow is you always have to leave the outside unscathed. So you just take the bark off and you don't chop anything else. And the inside of the bow is we normally chop it in half, and then you start to carve it out. You bend it in the opposite direction, make it dry for about 2 weeks in that bent position. There's several ways to do that. I'm not going to delve into that today. And then afterwards you string it the opposite direction. That way you get a lot of your jaw weight's really high and there's a lot of tension on the bow without having to really put too much bend into the bow. There's a lot of tension. Right now it's about 60. The jaw length weight is about 60. So let's do a shot quick. Okay, so my target's right over there. Here we go. These are not homemade arrows, they're just carbon fiber arrows. Here you go. Let's have a look. Alright, it's a pretty good shot. I mean, that would definitely kill a squirrel or even a skunk. And yeah, even hurt a person. You have to defend yourself. Hopefully never have to do that. And yeah, so that's it for today. There's a lot more to bow making and tool creation, and it's definitely good for your brain. Very stimulating. You gotta plan, think ahead, think sort of like an engineer. So that's this episode. Take care, guys, and have a good time crafting whatever you try to craft. Cheers.